What is up, guys? It's Monday morning after the race of gentlemen, and it's back to reality. If I haven't replied to any emails that you guys have sent or anything, I'm sorry. I was in race mode, and that's all I could think about for the last like 2 weeks. I've neglected so much, and so many of my friends and family and business and everything. So it's back to normal. Can unload the trailer and drain the water out of the car, and kind of get the car ready for chilling for a little bit. I'm not sure if there's going to be a race. It's talked about that maybe in a couple weeks we're going to do something, but I'm not really sure. There's still, like, you know, tons of water on like the beach and where the track is and everything, so we can't make any decisions until at least there's a beach to race on. And then we need to figure out what's going on with like the city, and if they're gonna like allow the permits to go through and everything, because when we race has a lot to do with you know, when the city of Wildwood allows us to. So anyways, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, it's pretty much back to reality. A bunch of shop stuff going on, so check it out. Guys, I am super excited to announce that I'm working with Bell helmets now exclusively. Since I was a little kid, since I was like 4 years old, I got a mini bike. My dad got me a Bell helmet, and since then I've pretty much always used Bell helmets. I mean, I've tried on different helmets over the years, and to be completely honest, Bells have always been the most comfortable. So it feels really good to be working with an awesome company that's, you know, an iconic company that I've literally been a fan of since I was a little kid. And you know, now I'm, you know, wearing their helmets in all my race car stuff. So I'm really excited to say that. So if you're looking for a new helmet, check out Bell, because they are honestly some of the most comfortable helmets on the market. All right, all the time we run into issues where we have to make panels because the patch panel might not exist. And Jack's been hard at work on the Karmann Ghia, and he just whipped up a pretty awesome panel here. So Jack, explain with the body filler and why you kind of do what you do. I mean, you don't have to make it a 10-minute explanation, but
well, the body filler was just here so I could make the flexible shape pattern. This was all beat up. And
yeah, hang on a second. I gotta turn this down real quick. Sorry.
Body filler was just here temporarily so I could get the right shape I needed for the flexible shape pattern. I used that pattern to make this piece, which came out pretty nice. This is after a series of fine tuning and metal shape and metal finishing.
Yeah.
But all said and done,
it fits pretty good.
Not bad.
It's basically just a flat piece of sheet metal with a break in it.
That's not true.
There's a lot of complex shapes in that little panel that, and it almost, the one thing with it is, as flat as it is, it's almost a little bit more difficult because a little bit does a lot with the English wheel.
Low crown panels are more difficult than, let's say, an area like here where you got to shrink and stretch a lot to get the crown that you desire. This one doesn't have a lot of crown. It's very little bit. You can see that's not a lot.
Yeah.
And this is more just roll than anything, and it's very easy to overdo it in the wheel, and if you overdevelop an area, you got to stretch the whole panel back out to start over.
Right.
So
yeah, you did really good as far as being able to get the, you know, tipping that edge, so that you can't just like stick that in the sheet metal brake and break it, because the panel's got a curve to it. So if you stuck it in the brake, and it would like squish it flat again. So in order to put the bend in it, you have to use like a bead roller, or with like a tipping wheel, which is basically just a, I don't know, like a pizza cutter almost, that you're just folding the metal over on the bead roller.
yeah, you're using the tipping wheel as a fulcrum, and you're using your arm to, the tipping wheel will stretch the corner, and that creates a spot that's weaker. So as you're pushing on the panel and you run it through a few times, it's not like a one and done process. You got to do it in several steps.
Right.
But like you were saying, this curve is kind of complex because it goes this way subtly, but the panel also goes like this a little bit. So trying to do that, because there's two different flanges, it's a double flange. There's one here and there's one in the back, you know, this way. So you got to tip it one way, make sure that doesn't distort, and fix it, shrink it, stretch it on the edge to make the contour correct. And then when you do it again, you got to do that even slower, because if you screw this line up, you can't fix this.
Yeah. And then one little mistake trying to bend it, he screws the whole thing up. So
it's been a lot of slow going.
But it looks awesome. Fantastic. What do you think, Matt?
I need your help right now.
What do you need?
I'm gonna spread this door apart and I need you to tighten these.
Will do.
I'm excited. This is beautiful.
Orange, you glad it's not black?
I'm so glad this guy went with a small block Chevy, you know.
Yeah, I'm agreeing. In full agreement.
Pull the rug out. It's an OS. The viewers at home already know this. If you like, comment, and subscribe on all of our videos, you'd be up to date on the whole 50 Chevy truck project.
You get royalties from this one video.
Yep. Okay, where's my ad revenue?
Oh, hang on, Mara's calling. What's up, sweetie? I'm currently driving 75 miles an hour to go rescue Mara and the killer frog. She was actually hysterically crying.